Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over the NBA game for Thursday, June 17, 2021. I'm going to show you both sides of this game, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know who I'm picking in these games, you have to join my Patreon. My picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get to the game. We're going to be looking at Game 6 between the Nets and the Bucks. On the side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian, and Hebrew calendar. This side of the screen is what I call my game numbers. I have the away team up top, their season record, their coach's record, their postseason record, head-to-head in the middle between the two teams, and then home team at the bottom, their season record, their coach's record, their postseason record. Some information up here at the top. It's Game 6. Nets can close it out 4-2, or Bucks can force a Game 7, 3-3. This is the 63rd NBA playoff game. And if there were to be a Game 7, which would be on Saturday, it would be the 66th NBA playoff game. Alright, so let's look at the Bucks first for them to force a Game 7. There are numbers here for a Game 7. I really don't want to pick the Bucks in Game 6. I'd rather just have the Nets close it out in Game 6, but there are some numbers here. So if we go to Game 7, which is going to be played on Saturday, Saturday is going to be a day with 66 date numerology on the Gregorian. If the Bucks do force a Game 7, it would be the only NBA game for Saturday that would be played, and it would just so happen to be the 66th NBA playoff game. And it would be between two teams that are tied 3-3 for the series, and 33 sums to 66. So I think that would be the biggest reason why Bucks would win Game 6 to force a Game 7 would be because of the number 33, the number 66. It'd be the 66th NBA playoff game. Saturday has 66 date numerology. It would be the only NBA game for the day if it were to happen. And maybe they want it to happen because of the 66 and the 33. This would support potentially Bucks getting their 30th loss on Saturday in Game 7, a day with 30 date numerology on the Gregorian. It also potentially supports Nets picking their 56 win for the season, picking up their 56 win for the season on a day with 46 date numerology, and 56 sums to 46. On top of that, the Nets would come into this game on Saturday with 28 losses because they would have gotten their 28th loss in Game 6. 28 sums to 156, just like 33 sums to 156 and 66. So if Game 7 is going to be forced, it's going to be through the number 33. It's going to be through the number 66. And then it'll set up potentially the Nets to go ahead and close it out in Game 7 as they pick up their 56th win, as they sit on 28 losses, as Bucks get their 30th loss for the season. What else? Anything else? I think that's about it for if there's going to be a Game 7. That's what we're looking at. If we go back to Thursday's date numerology, it is the 7th day of the 4th month on the Hebrew religious, like 74. This is the Bucks' 74th Bucks coach's 74th postseason game for his career. And the Nets can become 7-4, like 74, along with their coach. He could become 7-4 postseason with the loss. So yeah. That'd be the numbers for the Bucks, and then the Nets would get their 92nd postseason loss as a team on a day with 92 date numerology for the Hebrew religious, the 7th day of the 4th month, like 74, as they become 7-4, 7-4 for postseason with the loss. So those are the numbers I would look towards. mainly the 33 number is what I would look towards for the Bucks to extend a game 7. Now for the Nets to go ahead and close this out in game 6, I would look towards the same number, 74. Potentially they can fall on this number, but at the same time, if the Nets go ahead and close it out 4-2, like 42 for the series, they win 4-2, 42. The number 42 sums to 74. And so the Nets could become 4-2 and close out the series like 42 on the 7th day of the 4th month. 42 sums to 74, it being the Bucks coach's 74th postseason game. It is a day with 64 date numerology on the Gregorian. The Bucks would go ahead and end their season 6-4 in the playoffs for this season with the loss, like 64. Brooklyn Nets sum to 64. Today does have 44 date numerology. 44 sums to 144. Bucks would get their 144th postseason loss as a team to end their season. And why does this thing keep popping up? Yeah, so they would end, and then they would sit on 132 postseason wins, this being the 200th all-time head-to-head matchup between these two teams. 200 sums to 132. 83rd game for the Nets. They could become 8-3, like 83 for the postseason. Their coach would become 8-3, like 83 for the postseason for his career. And this is the Bucks' 276th postseason game. 276 is the 23rd triangular number, and 83 is the 23rd prime number. It'll be the Bucks' 10th postseason game this season. It'll be the Nets' 11th postseason game this season. Nets can become 11-10 head-to-head against the Bucks postseason all time. And to go along with the 64, Bucks could potentially end 6-4 against the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets on 6-4. They could become 30-11 at home, 30-11, which is just like, well, actually they could become 31-10 or 30-11. Both of them have that 3-11 look to it. 3-11 is the 64th prime number, so I guess I can go either way, good or bad for the Bucks. But that's about what I have for right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see a game 7 because of the 33 and the 66 connection. But I'll probably look towards the Nets in game 6 and game 7, just in case Bucks decide to win one more game. They might. I mean, they are the 3 seed, so it might just be a 3-3. They might just tie 3-3. And then Nets would finish them off in game 7, getting their 56th win. As Bucks get their 30th loss, that's potential. So, alright, well, hopefully this helps. Hopefully this wasn't too boring. And hopefully you win all your picks that you make and you win as much money as you want. I really appreciate you guys watching and showing support. Thanks, guys.